think Justice League's the 6th movie in the franchise.
Can't wait to rewatch Wonder Woman 84. Because we all know that's a movie I love very dearly.
Oh yeah, Wonder Woman 84, that's a shit show.
Okie dokie. Well. Also, Aquaman.
You know, technically Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were both found guilty. Johnny Depp just owed Amber Heard $2 million and Amber Heard owed Johnny Depp $15 million.
I'll take that as a W for our boy.
Johnny made $13 million.
Lagoon City.
Lagoon City, huh? Alright, here we are.
What's all this noise about? Oh. Very weird to do with Knuckles.
Kind of awkward in general. Oh wow, okay. I guess I'm on this you don't get a play slide.
Uh-oh. Shit.
Oh wow. It's easy to overshoot that.
Can you go back up? No. Well, maybe. Right? I have an idea. Taking the pro gamer path.
I would call the Suicide Squad album genuinely baffling and genuinely terrible.
Yeah. But what about when Wheezy appears on Sucker for Pain?
Oh, there's that.
Young Wheezy.
I pretty much just said every song is downright bad, and then they licensed 4 songs that are kind of good.
Yeah, well. Sometimes you get what you pay for. Someone who can make actual music.
No, I'm not even saying, like, I'm saying, like, they literally licensed Eminem's Without Me and Creedence Clearwater Revival's fucking...
Well, Creedence Clearwater Revival appears in the movie.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Without Me actually appears in the movie.
I don't know. It's on the album. Whoever was in charge of the album said Without Me is fucking required. We gotta have Without Me in this shit.
I know Creedence I know fucking Fortunate Son plays over like the first 10 minutes of the movie for some reason.
You Don't Owe Me by, why am I not? Oh, did my controller die?
Did it?
I don't know what's going on here. My controller says it's working. Okay, wait. Okay, what's going on? I think it glitched and I'm just no longer playable.
What the hell? So what, do we start this level over? Or?
No, it's the whole ass fucking controller just froze or something. Because I'm pressing the home button. Alright, like watch. Holding the home button, I'm pressing it. This is kind of bizarre.
Huh.
Wait. Is there like a controller pair menu you can go to?
I don't know, I mean, I have a solution, but it's not a pretty one.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to restart after that bonus level.
Did your controller turn off?
Yeah, it shut off with this. It just randomly froze.
I guess we'll see.
I lost all level of control. Oh. I don't know. I like PS5. It's a pretty cool console.
Yeah, it's neat.
Can't believe how long my video is. It's gonna be a fucking long, and I think it'll pretty much definitively be the longest video on Ultimate Productions.
Yeah, it'll probably be the longest video ever made about the fucking DCU as well.
I would assume so. I mean, there's probably some autismo who made like a 1-hour podcast about how much he hates like fucking Harley Quinn or something.
Yeah, I forgot Mauler exists, so there's probably just some incomprehensible like
Or
12 and a half hour slog.
And they'll like fucking here's the biggest problem. You can see her camel toe, and then him and his 5 guys are like,
No, Mahler is a Snyder fan.
Oh, Mahler's a Snyder fan?
I think so. I don't know, his videos are unwatchable.
I think he just fucking mostly like hating on Daisy Ridley, but I'm sure he's made like ones on how the Suicide Squad is the worst movie ever if you go frame by frame, because Margot Robbie has a vaginal and he's never had sex before, so he doesn't even know if vaginas are real or if women are a psyop by the government, you know?
Oops.
He's like, okay, as someone who's never had sex before, I must say.
I think he has like a frame by frame, like 15-hour video about Batman vs Superman, where he's like, look at all the Jesus imagery. It's so clever.
Yeah, I mean, I know he has got like a frame by frame, like, because everybody was doing their frame by frame Force Awakens, trying to get that, like, look, RLM did an hour and a half on each prequel. I can do fucking 10 hours on each sequel because they're so fucking bad compared to the prequels. You know?
Yeah, that was the meta for a while.
That was a meta. There were so many of those too. But most of them are horribly cringe.
Pretty much all of them, really.
I like DR's. But, I mean, even he was being a little fucking edgy.
I mean, he does...
DR's funny, but he's edgy.
He does extremely edgelord jokes, and he's also a bit of a nitpicker, but at least he makes it entertaining, unlike Mahler.
Yeah. Mahler's 10.
I'll take an aggressively edgy guy who makes a 20-minute video with
I remember
actual
when The
jokes in
Mandalorian
it.
came out, he was like super fucking ass hurt, even when the show was good, about everything they did. He'd be like, at this point, a woman shows up and I literally...
People who care about the Star Wars canon, or like the Star Wars fucking extended canon, whatever the hell bullshit, and get all pissy about shit being changed. I don't care about what happened in some fucking junior novel written in 1993 about...
Well, the thing about the Last Jedi, people hated it for the wrong reasons. It's just genuinely fucking boring is the biggest problem. It also just tries to expand on a bunch of shit nobody cares about and took the series in a direction nobody cared about.
Yeah, it also
the problem everybody had was that Rose Tico has a vagina over the fact that fucking...
I mean, it's also
Rose
kind
Tico
of...
was boring.
Another issue with The Last Jedi is that it's a conclusion.
It makes no sense.
It effectively wraps up every plot line.
It also
in
makes
the second
zero
movie of
fucking
3.
sense.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues going on.
Nothing happens, and yet it concludes everything. Like, Disney must have been, I don't know if Disney or Ryan Johnson were scared that fucking there's no conclusion to, or that so much shit happened in Force Awakens. But I think they got overwhelmed that J.J. Abrams set up like 6,000 mysteries that they wanted him to pay off. So they're like, okay, we'll set up zero mysteries for episode 9. And rather what we'll do is we'll conclude literally everything in episode 8.
Yeah.
And then like half the fucking mysteries didn't even matter. Who's the Knights of Ren? Who fucking cares? They don't show up in episode 8. When they show up in episode 9, they're unexplained. But I'm sure they're fucking explained in some comic book that are super cool or something.
That's usually the case, huh? You have to read 1,800 comic books to understand the story. It's like with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, where all the Five Nights at Freddy's Matt Pat lore people are like, it's good if you've read every one of the 1,500 junior novellas to understand the lore. It's like
Disney doesn't bother to reestablish. They just make a bunch of shit that no one cares about. Call it. And they just know if like Thrawn shows up, people are gonna call it good, even if it's fucking garbage. It's the most genius fucking hack of all time.
They're not gonna do any work to establish or explain Thrawn. He's just gonna be there, and you're expected to know because he's popular.
And the biggest cope ever is, well, you don't even have to read anything. You could have just simply watched Rebels and read the Ahsoka book, and you totally understand it. You don't have to read 5,000 comics and stuff. You have to read one book and fucking 12 TV seasons between 2 animated TV series that ran 10 years ago, and you can totally understand the entirety of Ahsoka. So you really shouldn't complain, because that's not even that much considering it's, 6 episodes
You
of content.
only have to watch 150 hours of an animated television show for children.
Yep. And then once that's done, you can understand Ahsoka, so that you can understand.
Which one of us did it get in?
I guess I'm playing as fucking Paige.
It's episode Amy.
Nice.
That's kind of cool.
But once you're,
I don't know what you're doing here, but
I don't really know either. But once you finally understand Ahsoka, once you do all that homework, you can understand Ahsoka. So you have the backgrounds, so that if you also watched Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, and the basically every fucking spin-off of Star Wars besides the shit that actually matters, you'll be able to understand the new Star Wars movie.
yeah.
I don't really know why I'm destroying all this fruit, but
I mean, there's a fruit counter at the bottom, so it must do something. I don't know what.
Oh, fuck you guys. Coming out of nowhere. Which I totally should have noticed that. I was just so busy, so wrapped up in my Star Wars.
Does Amy have some kind of double jump?
Maybe. Oh yeah, she does.
Oh.
Cool.
Oh, I think I underrated Amy. I still would have picked Knuckles, but that's cool.
Well, she's slow as fuck.
I mean, relatively, but
I think Amy's
she's not as
kinda
slow
easy
as
mode.
she's not as slow as she was in Sonic Adventure 2.
She's probably the best for actually like platforming. But for whatever that's worth. Something special up here, or was that just a swag
I think
route?
that's the swag route.
Okay.
Fucking, yeah, I don't know.
Oh wow.
I mean, you literally just walked into those dead
No,
ass
I didn't mean
stopped
to, though.
enemies.
You know what I'm saying? That's not what my intention. My intentions were good.
I wonder how is the big Ahsoka Mandalorian whatever the hell movie supposed to come to theaters?
Yes.
I wonder how general audiences are gonna take a movie that is
A lot of
even
people are
worse
gonna
than
go
the
to it
Marvel.
because they're like, oh, it's Star Wars.
It's even worse than the Marvel shit, where like for the Marvel shit you're just expected to watch like one show. And for for the Ahsoka movie you're gonna have to watch like 15
right.
shows.
Marvel just annoyingly is like, this is the prelude, the 6-hour start of the movie before the theatrical presentation, all the Secret Wars and Captain Marvel.
Oh, that didn't work out too well for you.
No, I thought that way I could jump. Oh, fuck you. At least I have unlimited chances because the levels are really easy to get.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird as fuck to see people like mom and dad wander into the fucking Ahsoka lore
Star Wars
movie.
fans are gonna be fucking mad because here's the thing: 90% of Star Wars fans aren't watching this shit. It's just the fucking the Star Wars diehards are
The
watching
Star Wars
this shit.
Facebook people.
And only the Marvel diehards are watching it, which is why Marvel fans are like, why it's our fault that the fucking movies are underperforming because we're not seeing it in us fans. And it's like, no, it's not the fans' fault. The fans, they're watching it. The problem is money's not made by the fans. A small portion of the money is from the fans. It's the general audience.
And you need to get fucking Bob Normal Guy and Ching Chong Pang into the theater.
That's the thing, is Aquaman, for example, is just a fucking stupid-ass, terrible fucking movie that barely connects to anything in the cinematic universe. So people in America are like, how did this get successful? Fucking China, brother.
I mean, yeah, the movie's what I would call barely comprehensible. But it has flashy special effects and big action, and that's what China wants.
Exactly.
It's a movie made for the people. The People's Republic of China.
Which was fucking genius. Like, Marvel hasn't... The reason Marvel's been underperforming is because China will watch the movies and be like, me no understand what the fuck is going on.
Well, you don't think they wanted to watch the sappy tribute to the guy who died of ass cancer, or the
black man too.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Aquaman has one prominently featured black man, and he's fucking horribly evil. So that's fine. That doesn't offend China. China's totally fine with a horribly evil black man. That doesn't bother him one bit, but when the movie is a fucking 4-hour.
Well, the ironic thing is
fucking Black Panther, who they couldn't even. What? That was fucked.
Disney actually got the message when they tried to turn Solo into Ranger Solo. Right. But then it didn't work out because no one knew what the fuck Ranger Solo was.
Well, yeah, everyone's
they
like,
gave
what the
up
hell
and
is
went
stupid Ranger Solo.
They gave up and stopped trying for the most important market in movies. Dude, if I was making a fucking... If John Hollywood came to this house and said, Aiden, I'm giving you an unlimited budget to make whatever kind of movie you think will make the most money, it would just be like...
Oh, I'd be a great executive. It'd be about like, a fucking... First off, it would tie into shit for the Americans. It'd tie into all sorts of shit, but yeah, so vaguely. Like, this character could show up in the next... sequel,
my movie,
it's gonna be incredibly unfucking. It doesn't matter.
My movie is gonna be about.
My movie's just an Aquaman.
You need an attractive white guy to be the lead, but he's mentored by a famous Chinese actor who's really wise. So it's gonna be like Chris Evans.
Or something.
Chris Evans is the world's greatest robot pilot, and he's been trained for dozens of years in China by Donnie Yen, the People's Republic of China's greatest soldier, Donnie Yen. And he pilots a giant robot, and a giant dinosaur attacks a cruise ship.
Yeah. They like water-based shenanigans, hence the fucking Meg doing so good the first time around. They didn't want Meg 2 for some reason. They loved the first Meg. They just couldn't be bothered to return to the Meg universe. That's the only concern Aquaman might have, is Chinese people only want to see, they don't care about sequels.
No,
they want to see the same thing. They want to see their fucking one, you got one shit. They like the Avengers for no reason, even though that couldn't have made any fucking sense. The movies didn't even come to their fucking character.
Yeah.
Like half that
the one American property that ever managed to have successful sequels in China was fucking Transformers, but Transformers is the most tailor-made Chinese thing ever.
Right,
robot cars.
It doesn't matter, dude.
It's robot cars that fight robot dinosaurs.
There isn't like
China's basically.
There must not be a market for. There's like no market for film criticism out there, and if there is, it's minute. Because China like doesn't openly has a terrible fucking taste, but they have fun.
I mean, like.
It's escapism.
Like
from
90
horrible life you have in China.
95% of fucking Chinese people are like barely educated rice farmers, bro. So when they finally scrounge up to go see a movie, they just want to see fucking giant robot punch the shit out of a dinosaur.
Yeah, I mean, they probably don't really get what's going on. They just see like Mark Wahlberg throwing footballs at guys and big robot dinosaurs jumping around and they're fucking smiling. That's probably why, like, honestly, dropping Shia LaBeouf and replacing him for Mark Wahlberg, Americans were like, oh, we love Shia LaBeouf. All of a sudden, you love him when he's gone, you know? You love Shia LaBeouf when he's gone. No one liked Shia LaBeouf back in the day. Yeah. But America loved Shia LaBeouf because he was gone. People are like, what if Shia LaBeouf showed up for a new Transformers? You know?
That'd be fucking horrible.
Yeah, but it's like Andrew Garfield, you know? You love him when he's gone.
At least Andrew Garfield has kind of proven himself outside of the one specific scenario of being in the bad Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, no, Andrew Garfield was good in other shit. It's just fucking, his movie's terrible, and people are like, what if Mark Webb came back and did a third movie?
Oh, that'd be horrible. Mark Webb sucks. Mark Webb is the problem with those movies. It's not Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's perfectly
Well, also,
fine.
they're like, yeah, who should we team up Mark Webb? Fucking, they team him up with those fucking idiots, dude. With the fucking brothers or whatever, the friends, the two buddies. What? I can't double jump with this little fucker on my back? That's a new mechanic. They're like, you'll do the most unfun platforming in the history of video games. Well, these stupid fucking balls fall on you. Time it out for an hour. Come on, Amy. Well, yeah, I thought that it would be fun. And then you kind of wait. Let the thing go. I have to basically chase it, and then I gotta. Okay. Oh, what the fuck!
I think you just gotta send it once that first one falls. I think you gotta send it so you have momentum for the second platform.
Yeah, you do, bro. Because if you don't have momentum, what's it worth? This sucks, dude.
This is a very questionable section.
Well, this dude's fucking heavy, so it's hard to fucking get momentum. Oh, I'm lucky. I'm lucky! Ah!
You almost had it, actually.
I know, I just
sending it the whole time.
Well, I think I was sending it the whole time. I pedaled the metal. The problem is I jumped a little too early on the first platform.
Yeah.
I just can't be afraid. I gotta stop being. Oh, well, apparently, like, you know, sometimes it just sucks, dude. It sucks to be me. Oh, come on!
There you go.
Keep sending it, bitch. Come on, keep going, bitch. Okay. No! What? You're fucking me.
Back to Amy.
Well, she like slipped through the fucking perfect little crack, dude. She like found the one pixel that I could fall through on. And she took advantage of that.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf mostly hasn't proven himself in any way, besides being funny on the internet. Intentionally and...
What the hell? What?
Oh, you got the saving grace that doesn't really help you, because you have infinite lives anyway.
Yeah, well, the problem is it just fucking totally fucked me. Okay, well, I didn't... Okay, well, jump, Amy. Let's just hope too early! Fuck. You had to just magically know. I like how I fucking made the jump, and then the fucking, like, one pixel fucked me. Chapter Amy's also fucking, like, 40 fucking minutes long, because Amy's slow as hell. And why do I have this dumb fuck robot on me?
Because you're rescuing him, he's your friend.
I get it. Come on. Okay. I'm going in blind, so hopefully nothing tries to fuck me here. Okay, good. Chapter Amy. Oh wow. Okay, well that's fucking solid. That's solid. Okay,
oh, you got this.
Too quick. That's fucked. I gotta say one thing. It's that's fucked. Oops. Okay, wait, I'm safe here. Go. Okay, it takes long enough to get momentum. You instantly lose your points. Nope, too quick, Amy. Too quick!
Oh, you just gotta walk off it because there's a little jet booster.
Oh, good to fucking know the fucking first time, dude. Oh, fuck you. This is just guess and check, because if you're too quick, you're fucked, and if you're too slow, you're fucked. Come on, Amy.
It worked, it worked.
Okay. Come on, Amy. There we fucking go.
Thanks, you little sped robot.
Got a little annoying at the end there.
Amy Rose.
I should probably charge my phone. This is starting to die, and I'll leave it for Batman v Superman.
Ugh. Just the impending dread of Batman versus Superman.
Shot.
Oh, let me take a shot real quick too while we're at it.
Really sticky for some reason. Well, I made videos on Suicide Squad and Birds of Prey, so I may as well return to those before I make those segments.
What do you mean, return to those? Return to your videos?
Yeah, I'm just gonna rewatch them and
yeah, I suppose.
make sure don't forget any gold I came up with, you know?
Steal your own jokes?
Well, I don't mean steal my own jokes per se, but
There's something over here.
I mean, like, you know, sometimes I'll notice a good criticism. You know, it's been like 3 fucking years, so what the hell does it want me to do, though?
I think this is kind of just a Knuckles only area. Oh, fuck.
Come on, bitch. You know what? I mean, if you pass away, I can just wait and save your ass.
Gives you a lot of time once the clock hits 0. I mean, you might as well just grab it and get going, because I somehow got 5 rings, so...
Oh, okay.
It's gonna take me a second to get back to you anyway. This game has a very weird co-op experience.
So, like, this level is fucking perfectly created for Knuckles, but...
Not even that so much, but just like... the fact that...
What?
Even more so than fucking Mario Wonder, it's like... a big part of the intention of the game is that you just leave your partners behind and just teleport to them consequence-free whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
It's like, I do what you gotta do, I guess, but...
I mean, they definitely decided to take Sonic in a more baby game direction. I guess I'm just gonna write Spike since now I'm out of ideas, out of shit.
How was I supposed to dodge that?
I'm gonna write DC shit while I work on.
Oopsie. Oh, no, now there's a thingy down here. I can kill it. But...
I'm just gonna write DC while I'm working on Spider-Man. Watch a movie every day I can, and I mean at this point, by the time I finish writing all the DC shit, Aquaman's gonna come out. Although I'll have some time to, probably about a month to tidy up my script until Aquaman drops on digital, or because I assume it'll come out on digital after like a month as per standard movie fare these days. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Oh, thanks for digging the last bubble.
Didn't fucking mean to, I got whacked by an enemy.
You had oxygen on you, it's like I need this bubble more than my brother.
Yep, that was my intention.
That's my fucking life bar hit 0, dude.
Okay.
I need to see if I can fix this chair. Because the footrest is kind of fucked now.
Yeah, I heard it explode yesterday for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's missing a screw or one of the screws is loose. Because look at what I can do, and if I put any weight on it. So I kind of just actually have to actively hover my legs. Maybe it's about time I... That sucks, dude. We're gonna have to replace the couch and the recliner. Back to square one.
Yep. Figures.
Just, I mean, fine. Like, we just have the ghetto. I think we really should just fucking do what we should have done in the first place and just grab the couch from Dad's.
Yeah.
Like, no one fucking uses that couch. It sits in the basement. It's only $500 on it. It's actually a nice couch.
It is a nice couch.
It's a little small.
Doesn't exactly solve my sleeping situation, but...
What do you mean? Just sleep on the fucking couch.
It's
better than the broken couch.
I mean, it's better.
I mean, there's no way to get a fucking futon.
It certainly could be worse, but the fucking issue is that couch is like 6 inches too short for me, which is unpleasant.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Because I have to like slightly curl up to sleep on it. Which could be, you know, there are worse problems to have, I suppose. But
yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, we're just gonna have to invest in a new couch of some kind, or just get the one I have for free to make us last for a while until we find something suitable.
Alright, shoot more rockets, you fuck.
The couch is annoyingly small, though. We'll admit, it's just slightly too small.
Okay, take us up.
Okay, give me a coin, you motherfucker.
Yeah, Eggman got bored of waiting for us, so he just dragged us up here.
Okay, wait a minute. I got a plan. Come on, Sonic. Do some damage.
I tried.
Shit. That was too early, bro.
Wait.
I'm gonna have that.
Fair enough. It's going on without me again. That's fine. That's fine.
Oh shit, I can still use the fireball too? I didn't realize every checkpoint, all of them restart.
Yeah, but we do share a pool of them. So you better use that fireball wisely since you're snatching it.
Well, you can use the fireball if you want. Oh, fuck.
Well, no, I can't, because if you use the fireball, then the fireball's eaten up until...
Oh, I'm saying I haven't used it yet. You can probably use it.
Alright, just kill it. I would not fuck around with it, just... Oh wait, I can just come back up here.
Oh, yeah, shit busted. Hadouken! That was busted.
Guess that counted. Should it have counted?
The powers are a little busted, because I just skipped the entire final phase and just shot
We're
them.
missing 2 of them. We're gonna have to go back for some before the real final level. But that's fine. We already have 2 absurdly broken powers and a weird invisible platform one. That I'm sure is occasionally useful at some point.
Oh. Oh, is this supposed to be the final level?
No.
Oh, I thought that's what you were implying for a second. I was like, dang.
No, I mean once we get through the final level or whatever, we're gonna have to go back for a couple emeralds, because
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Because you need to do the... Well, I'm assuming it works like every other 2D Sonic, where the true final level's locked behind the emeralds. On the case in all of them since Sonic 2, so...
Yeah,
I feel pretty safe in that assessment. Oh, damn it.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get Metal Sonic pimped out for our final confrontation.
Uh-oh. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that's supposed to work. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I see. Okay, you're just killing us. Oh. What the fuck?
Superman characters are my favorite to talk about in the video, though. Like in the fucking adapted from section, because it'd be like, this guy, they just made up for a fucking, like one episode of the radio show, and then 20 years later, somebody put him in a comic book, and then he became a major Superman villain. And then you'll have like, oh, well, this guy actually first appeared in the newspaper strip back in the 1930s.
Yeah, I'm sure that's pretty common given how many like
Gary
sources.
Siegel and Joe Shuster just worked like slaves. Like DC just got incredibly rich, put him on a slave contract, and like, yeah. Stan Lee and Bob Kane are the only 2 people that ever got rich doing comic books. I mean, sure, there's people like Jeff Johns and stuff that did decent for themselves and still get little royalty checks because they're higher ups at DC, so it's in their contract that whenever the Flash TV show needs a bonus character, that they'll just say, Jeff Johns, who should we use? And Jeff Johns is like, give me royalties for this crappy fucking character that I made for one issue. But like, the only 2 that ever got freakishly rich are Stan Lee and fucking Bob Kane. Because they just fucking... They just fucking
The
exploited
Knuckles
their...
cheese. Wait, what's this?
Because, like, Jack Kirby and Steve Ditko did 100 times more for their,
Oh, yeah.
respective characters. Because the old Marvel method was Stan Lee's like, what if he fought a ghost in this issue? And then Jack Kirby would be like, okay. And then he'd just draw everything, and then someone else would script it. That's literally Stan Lee's contribution.
There's a golden ring.
Or he'd be like, let's create a character that has arachnid-like powers. And then Steve Ditko just takes it from there and does everything else. And Bob Kane worked on like 2 Batman issues and then said, okay, I'm done. But DC just said, make a good character. And anybody who made a character could just tell DC whatever and they'd be like, okay. So Bob Kane put it in his contract that he made like 190% of merchandise profits for Batman or some ridiculous shit.
That's some really good foresight on his part.
Well, he's Jewish and his dad was a lawyer. So Bill Finger was just some guy. And even though Bill Finger redesigned the Batman suit to actually be Batman instead of Birdman, who was a red dude, and wrote the entire first run of Batman and continued to write Batman until like 1965. He got like no money from it and lived in a shitty apartment and died alone.
Hey, don't worry.
But then in like
70 years after he died, they finally started crediting him.
Well, they started
but
crediting
didn't give
him because
any
during
money.
Batman vs Superman, comic writers and shit were pressuring him. They're like, we won't give him any. His family can get like $12 every time Batman shows up in every $1 billion Batman makes, we'll send a $12 check to Bill Finger's granddaughter or something like that. But otherwise, and we'll give him a credit finally. But he wasn't credited on anything until like way later. And Stan Lee did the same shit, but his uncle owns Marvel. That's why Stan Lee gets all the credit.
Yeah.
Because he just got put in a good role, and they're like, Stan just... The artist would be like, I want to make a guy called well, I guess Captain America he didn't do, because that was before his time. He was just like an intern back then. But, Jack Kirby would be like, what if there's like a Iron Man, or a guy who like used the super suit?
Ring? Yes.
And then Stan Lee would like come up with the names and just be like, what if this Iron Man fought a fucking one of those Asian mans? At least Stan Lee wasn't a total dick and actually like co-credited his writers, but he's still kind of a dick. He's still like definitely
yeah, I mean,
made more money for less work, but
when you turn yourself into the figurehead, that's the perk.
yeah. Bob Kane was just a fucking
when your name's on every fucking when your name's on every comic book in the credits section and you're the guy who interacts with the consumers, people are gonna know you and they'll give you money for that. Damn, we're getting fucked on that special stage. That one's annoying.
Yeah. Although if you were a fan of Marvel in New York back in the day, you could just write Jack Kirby and his wife would cook you food and give you free pages of his comic books.
At least it's a wholesome Keanu Reeves Chungus Reddit moment.
No, he really was the wholesome Chungus.
I'm sure he was.
Because he was just like some old fucking Jewish guy that would sit there working on his comic books all day with his wife. He'd be like, you want to come over and fucking chill? And his wife would like cook hamburger patties while Jack Kirby drew, and then Jack would be like, here's a fucking full-page spread I made of Galactus that's going to be worth like $1 million one day. Why don't you take it home, buddy?
Based.
I mean, at the time, comic art wasn't really worth anything, and people were just like, cool. But there's a couple people that are just straight up millionaires because they just decided to visit Jack Kirby one day. And his wife cooked him a meal and then gave him a bunch of free artwork.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're like a comic book artist in that day, like well before any of this shit was worth billions.
I mean, there also wasn't many like actual like adults that were into the industry, and what kids' parents would be like, take me over to Jack Kirby's house. So if you were one of those few like comic nerds back in the day in New York, you could just hit up Jack Kirby's letters and he'd invite you over. So there's a lot of people that eventually went into the comic industry that were just comic nerds that were like, yeah, I visited Jack Kirby and his wife made me a fucking meal. And even some people like you talk to some of the older fans that are in like their 60s and 70s, and I've talked with a couple comic fans that are like, yeah, I went over to Jack Kirby's house and he just made me a bunch of food and gave me a bunch of expensive artwork. Like iconic panels and shit. He'd just be like, this is the first time I drew Galactus. You want it? My wife's making burgers.
Seems like a nice guy.
I don't think he was, dude.
I
feel bad
guess
for comic writers because so I was reading this story the other day that this woman sued Marvel for credit or like got like a big dispute with the WGA with Marvel over getting credit for Guardians of the Galaxy, despite the fact the only thing from her script that was kept was the fact that Peter Quill had a Walkman. Because she said the Walkman was iconic to the character. So she got like $1 million in writer's credits because she ended up winning. Because they're like, whatever, sure, just stop complaining about it. And she's like, James Gunn's like the worst guy ever. I came up with the Walkman idea. And it's like, you know the fucking creators of fucking... The creator of Rocket Raccoon literally had to GoFundMe his fucking hospital bills for hospice. His family had to GoFundMe. And this was in like 2019, long after fucking, the Guardians of the Galaxy was big. But the lady who was in the Writers Union and came up with Peter Quill having a Walkman in the first draft script of Guardians of the Galaxy got paid millions of dollars.
Yeah. That's life in the industry, I guess.
That's the comic industry for you, man.
90% of the passionate people get fucked by the few people who...
And now they just hire fucking weirdos off Tumblr.
Yeah, well... Those Tumblr weirdos are even easier to screw over.
Yeah. Well, it's because people actually, like, who are actually educated on comics these days know that you just get fucked over. Tumblr people will take like 20 years before they're like, hey, why didn't I make any money off Ms. Marvel?
Oh, don't fuck this up.
I'm trying not to, bro. Okay?
No, you're gonna die.
That was dumb. Wait.
Yeah, you kind of missed your opportunity.
No, fuck.
This is one of those fights where the ghost power is just completely inapplicable. I mean, it goes on long enough that you could probably cheese out like 1 or 2 of the rounds, but you have to do it before all the platforms go away. Actually, I have a little bit of an idea. I'll use the ghosty power in a second, since this first round's about to end. Hope I didn't go too early. But, oh, doesn't even that efficiently clear out the obnoxious enemies. Huh. Yeah, these powers are just not useful in this fight. Very hard to tell when these things are gonna land.
I think the other good hack if you're a comic creator is the creator rights get really confusing. You can just be the guy who created Spider-Gwen and get some royalties, despite the fact that you didn't create Spider-Man or Gwen Stacy. And neither of them had a contract at the time that gave them royalties. You can just make shit up and be like, oh, imagine. What if Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy were one character? And then that somehow will get you royalties.
Yeah, well. Rest in peace to all those old dead guys who got fucked by Stan Lee and...
I mean, relatively, I mean, you were kind of on a contract to hire basis. It wasn't really until the movies and shit came along that it really truly made sense to have stronger contracts.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because I mean, you know, you made up a character and maybe he was successful. But you didn't really have many choices for work, and you're gonna make more money.
Okay, when's this fucker gonna let me attack him? Like, when do I get to attack him, please? Okay, I get it. When do I get to attack him? This boss has been going on for like 30 minutes now. Come on. Let me attack you, please. Like, do I just... Nope, you don't. When do I get... What? When do I get to attack you? Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Come on. Let me... Give me a fucking chance to attack you, dog. Oh. That's fucking bizarre.
Does he like launch those guys at you?
You have to throw the little blue guys back at him when they're falling.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm fucked. Okay. How do I know which ones the blue ones are? Like, is this gonna be a blue one? Can I launch this one? No. Okay. Cool. Why is this boss 9 minutes long?
Alright. Well.
Does any Sonic boss need to be this long? You can actually hit him normally for the first like 5 minutes, so. Shit, sorry. Okay. So can you always hit these guys at him to get this over with faster, I assume? So you kind of just have to intuit which ones the blue ones are?
Maybe you can do it for any of them.
Maybe. I tried to hit the red one on the last hit of the last one and it just killed me, but I'll try. Alright, I guess I'll just pick one and go for it.
Go for it. Nope.
You absolutely cannot on the red ones.
Oh. There go all of our coins, but we escaped with our lives.
Okay, well we've learned how to actually fight him, so that's good.
Okay.
Is it the...
Alright, blue, get him. Okay, these are red. What? Get those coins.
Please.
Alright, we got one coin, which is a little stretch.
It'll do, it'll do.
It'll be fine.
Okay,
Alright.
so what? One of these... no. Okay. Now we're at this
I don't
part.
think we can hit him on that one. Alright. Alright, well.
Okay, well, now we just have to play Find the Piggies.
Him.
I got one. Doesn't solve most of our problems, but oh fuck.
Oh shit, I'm fine.
No! What?
Out of frame, too. That's fucking brutal. I must say, it's a little.
Alright, come on. I feel like the first
I think
one
the
to survive
fast
are
ones are
always.
the blue.
Oh my god, it counted. Okay.
Sick. Okay.
What a fucking horrid boss. Huh. Thanks, chicken, for giving us a lump of fruit. Disgusting fat chicken, man.
Metal Amy Pink.
Wow. Yeah, I guess. We got lots of parts now. We can buy all sorts of...
I want to be the knight. The clown. Let's model him after Jared Leto. Why do we not have enough coins?
Holy Christ, everything's so
They don't
expensive.
have a purple tuxedo?
They have a, we can make do. We can, that's what color, all the colors are for. Oh, maybe you need to buy a shirt and the accessory. See? Oh, we already have the 2 colors we need.
Okay. Yeah. We'll start with green for sure. We can work on them later. Okay, put on the head.
I don't have any body choices.
How do we change his color?
Oh, we press L1. Got it.
Give him some green. There you go. His little Joker head.
Nope, that was our 1 can of spray paint.
Okay, well, that's what he looks like for now.
Wow, they really make you grind for this shit, huh?
Dude, if only we had the Joker, Disturbed Joker tattoo DLC.
Okay, I suppose we'll take a little break here.
Alright.